Alrighty, good morning from the GoPro on a Friday morning. Feeling a little cracked out from that pre-workout, getting ready to get the workout in. Hey, I figured this morning, we're gonna take a look on Needle Beach real quick. See what that thing's looking like. What's the tide looking like? Tide's a little low. Let's see what she's looking like this morning. Boy, that pre-workout got me tingling and burning and just feeling all sorts of crazy. Yeah, it says you're supposed to take that 20 minutes before you start the workout. It's been 20 minutes and I'm burning. There's the shoe. Oh, thought somebody else would clean this up, but it don't look like they did. Got the crack lighter right there. She don't look as bad as she did. That's for damn sure. Got the bottle of Seagram's right here, maybe. Another little piece of driftwood. It's starting to rain too. That's crazy. I'm gonna be running in the rain this morning. Yeah, it looks a hell of a lot better than it did. Even though you can see all the trash still ready to wash right up on the shore. Trap. That's interesting. A little plumbing. Look at all that shit, man. Yeah, I could have swore somebody came out here and cleaned it up. It looked like somebody did, but obviously they didn't. That's all right. We'll get out to it eventually. So in the back of the truck, I keep the rake and the pitchfork, and I got the box of contractor bags right there, ready to go. Anyways, like I said, Friday morning as I begin this, tingling like a mug. That pre-workout gets you jacked. Somebody had made some comment, or a couple people had commented. I did a live stream last night, which was off the chain. Shout out to everybody who took the time to check that out. But a couple of people had commented when I mentioned this pre-workout. They said that stuff is junk. Somebody else said it's just nothing but caffeine. I read some of the comments because I found this stuff off of Facebook. And of course, the company was responding to people, and a lot of people were saying the shit was good. A lot of people said the shit helped them out, so that was why I got it. But they mentioned this stuff doesn't have caffeine in it. I sure as hell can't tell, and whatever it does have in it, it makes you feel like you ain't got no choice but to work out. You just want to go burn this shit off because this feeling sucks. You know what it feels like? It feels like niacin. I guarantee that's what this shit is. It's probably niacin. If you don't know what niacin is, and I think that's what it is, back in the day when Joe was getting into all sorts of trouble, you know, this was one of the things that you would take in an effort to try to pass a piss test. Matter of fact, that's exactly what this is. Niacin is a substance that when you take it, you burn. And it's supposed to maybe burn the narcotics out of your system. And I'll never forget this one time that I took the stuff, and I took so much of it because the PO was absolutely demanding that I go see them after ducking them, you know, so many times. Hey, I can't make it. Hey, I can't make it. They finally said, look, you're going to be here. You're going to be here by 3 o'clock and you're going to take this drug test. And I knew I was dirty, and the only thing that I could do was try to take these niacin pills. Now, I took a bunch of them, And I went in there and I'm burning. I can't sit still. I am so uncomfortable. My skin is red. And I still didn't trust it enough to believe that it was gonna have me piss clean. So I admitted that, you know, hey, I'd been smoking the devil's lettuce, and I went through all that hell for nothing. They put me in some drug treatment classes or some shit. Anyways, that's what this reminds me of, is niacin. So it's gonna be a busy day today, hopefully. Hopefully I'm gonna get an opportunity to begin the new after prison show, after the shows, show after the show, after prison show podcast today. I got a bathroom, I got a tile, and I got insurance, validation, verification, shit I'm still dealing with, that hopefully today I'll get squared away. I got my general liability insurance jacked up to $2 million. And now I just need to get that submitted for them to have me fully verified in the system, basically, and probably all for nothing, because I never heard from the property that, you know, we had to work with that would end up lowballing me on the paint. After I emailed back saying, hey, what's the negotiation? What's the wiggle room? Didn't hear anything back. But like I had mentioned, you know, there's 11 other properties in the area that are owned by the same company. So if we're not doing work with these folks, which it's looking pretty likely that we won't be, well, it is my hope to at least get one of the 11 other properties in the area. And you know, to be honest, I don't even necessarily know that I really want to be doing painting. I would much rather just be offering the cleaning service like before, because that shit was kind of gravy. And I know painting ain't gonna be so much. I got a feeling painting is gonna be kind of a pain in the ass. But we're here at Joe's Gymnasium. You already know. Today would be a day that I would be doing back, but I don't want to do back. I actually want to take it kind of easy on my back, because I'm gonna be doing that tile and I'm gonna be running, and I'm not trying to throw my back out. My back's feeling a little sore this morning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some max sets of push-ups. I'm gonna do me some side to sides, and I'm gonna do me some back extensions. Nothing major, just something to burn off this niacin a little bit. And then I'm gonna get into the run. I'm really trying to change the workout up. I don't care so much about doing all of these crazy workouts with these weights. Hey, I'm really trying to lose the stomach. And if that means just abandoning the workout and getting straight into aerobics and calisthenics and running, so be it. You got to change it up every once in a while, and I feel I'm at that point. Let me get into this, and I'll share more with you in a little bit. There you go. Oh, GoPro's always so finicky. All right, 7:49 in the morning, just got done with the workout, did 5 sets of push-ups. I tried to do max reps. So that was 40, 40, 35, 30, 30. Then I did side to sides and I did back extensions. You know, the pre-workout's supposed to get you jacked up for the workout. Well, like I said, I feel like it's niacin with the burning. I think the main reason why you work out maybe a little harder when you take that pre-workout is because you want to hurry up and burn that shit off. Like, the feeling is not very pleasant. It's not horrible, but it's not very pleasant. And, you know, with that, you want to make that go away. So, while doing the workout, my wife would share with me a piece of mail that came in. I won't get into that just yet, but it's always something. I swear it is. And we'll cross that bridge a little later on. I got to get ready to go get this run in. It looks like it's going to rain. It's been hit or miss with the sprinkles. And I'm going to try to do my 2.5 miles. I'm proud of myself for maintaining these 2.5 miles for, I think, the last 5 days, last 5 runs. And I know that shit has got to be helping with the fat. I know it's got to be. That's a lot of running, even though, you know, I'm running and walking some, running primarily. But man, that's got to be helping me not be fat, helping me lose some of this fat. Anyways, I'm just rambling on, and let's go get the run in. Got a lot to share with you guys today. I'm trying to tell you, this Friday, hey, whoo, it's gonna be a good Friday. How you doing? All right, I don't know how it makes any sense, but when I walk more with my run, meaning like walk about 5 times during the mile, I know that sounds crazy. I'm running a mile faster than when I walk less. So I just ran a mile in 10 minutes and 36 seconds. And usually my average pace is almost, well, it's 11 and some change. So maybe these little short breaks are helping me, you know, catch up to my wind and hit a nice little boost. But anyways, 1 mile in, 10 minutes, 38 seconds. Let's go for mile 2. 2.5 miles, 28 minutes and 7 seconds. Yesterday's 2.5 miles was 29 minutes and 50 something seconds. So I was 2 minutes faster today, and I walked quite a bit, 5 or 6 times per mile, and it just gave me a chance to catch my breath for a second and then get a little faster with my probably 1/10 of a mile sprints. So it's crazy to think the more that I walk, the faster my miles are. The more I try to run and the less I walk, the slower my miles are. What the hell kind of sense does that make? But I survived the run. Another day. I think that's 6 days of 2.5 miles. I wish I could set this thing down, but I don't have anything to, it's better yet, I do. Hold tight. Hey, do me a favor, just hold tight. All right, there we go. Yeah, hey, that'll work for the time being. Forgive me, that's all I got. Just got done with the run, just getting in, and this shirt literally is soaked, so soaked. I went outside and wrung it out. I wish I would have filmed that. It probably could have filled this up. That's how much sweat came out of it, and I'm still sweating, and it's gonna take me a little while to cool down. So in the news department, going to be filming the very first episode of the podcast today. It's going to take a little while to get set up for that. I'm going to need Damon's help with that. So hopefully he'll be available. I've already kind of talked to him this morning. So that'll be really cool. Be looking for that coming soon. I don't know exactly when. Sometime this weekend. Could be today if we get the time, but I don't know how we're going to get the time. Podcast is on the way. That's a huge development, but even more is a bigger development is this piece of paper that came in the mail. It's mail time, addressed to my wife and I, and it says notice of court. Dear property owner, in an effort to work with you in correcting the violation, and in addition to any previous verbal or written notices, this notice is provided to inform you of the violation still existing at the referenced property and the corrective action you were required to take. Your 30-day right to appeal this decision to the Board of Appeals has expired, and this decision is final and unappealable. Failure on your part to comply within 10 days of the date of this notice will leave no other recourse but to have an inspector pursue with legal actions. I'll be going to the city today, and I'm going to be trying to correct that situation. That's all about my front door right there. And, you know, they asked me to appeal and to apply, and I just never had a fucking chance to, man. It's a bunch of paperwork, and man, I got shit to do. And yeah, that is my fault that I never did that. And now they're saying my time to appeal has passed. And now the only action is take the door down or go to court. Or what? What would actually be the recourse in court? The inspector to pursue legal action? You don't really want to do that, do you? I got to say, that I absolutely despise this city that I live in at this point. I used to love it, and I love the area. It's such a cool little area with so much to do and so many neat little things to run around, and like I love all of that. But the city itself, the officials, man, it's a bunch of bullshit. And I get that I live in a historical district, and I get that there's rules that, you know, apply in a historical district. But here's my take. It's not like I put a fucking pink door on the front of my house. And also, there's quite a few doors in my area that look exactly the same. So, though I am in the wrong for not filling out the paperwork, and I'm not trying to make this sound like I'm right at all, okay? I'm in the wrong because I never filled out the paperwork. But what are you really going to do? You're going to take me to court? You're going to sue me for my front door? What if I never change it? Like, what could you take my house over my front door? And I hate to throw other houses under the bus, Joe straight snitching, but why fuck with me specifically when there's other houses that have the same fucking door? And doors that might not be the same, but are definitely more modernized. So I kind of feel, and I know this is probably just paranoia, like a little targeted. I truly feel it was some shithead neighbor that don't like me, because there's quite a few that don't, you know, who just reported the damn door. When there's plenty of other things, like there's houses with vinyl siding, you ain't even supposed to have a vinyl siding, supposedly. So the short of it is I'm going to go to the city and I'm going to try to say, hey, look, what can we do about this? I'm not changing my fucking front door. There's 100 other doors that look just like mine. Are we going to go to court? Are you going to try to take my house? You know, if it's something like, well, you know, they'll probably give you a fine. Fuck it. I'll pay the little fine and then I'll paint my door pink. But I got a feeling, you know, this could turn into a real world of shit. And when I first heard about this, I was working out. My wife sent me a screenshot of this and or a picture of it. You know, I was ready to go down there and raise hell, but I'm in the wrong, right? I should have done what they asked me to do, and I forgot, to be honest. I'm not good at keeping up with paperwork, to be honest. But so podcast, tile the bathroom, go to war with the city. We got a busy agenda for Friday. I got to finish cooling off, try to stop sweating, jump in the shower, get ready, and boy, we're gonna be doing a podcast, and it's gonna be coming soon. I just bit the inside of my cheek. All right. Let's see what magical place today leads us to. Hopefully not jail. Good morning. Saturday morning as I start again, and got no idea where yesterday left off at in terms of video, but here we are starting again today. I wouldn't get a chance to film anything else yesterday for two reasons. One, we did the podcast yesterday out in my shed. Here's a little look at the podcast setup. There's two chairs, which means there was probably somebody else out here with me. I'm surprised that battery has still lasted. Podcast or show? The After Prison Show, after show. It might even be coming today. I already started editing it yesterday. It is so cringe and rough around the edges. But for a first episode, it's probably pretty freaking good. Anywho, not only did we do the podcast yesterday, and that took quite a bit of time, I also began tiling my bathroom. And I really want to show you what that looks like. But my wife's asleep right now, and I'll show it to you in a little while because I got to finish it. Notice how I said I started. I didn't even finish a bathroom. It can't be that damn big, which it's not. However, I ran into a couple of issues. One, trying to match up a pattern, which, well, you'll see. It's only matched up to some degree. It's really not matched up that well at all. It looks good. And then two, I was boxing myself into a corner. I was gonna end up not being able to finish because I'm gonna have to get on top of the tile that I've already set in an effort to finish, to work my way out. That was the second thing. And really the third thing was I ran out of thin set. 2 50-pound bags of thin set. I'm using the 12 by 24 inch tiles. I'm using the 1/2 inch trowels. I went through 100 pounds of thin set yesterday and I didn't even finish. It wasn't like I was wasting thin set. You know, I put the thin set down on the Dura Rock, I back buttered the tiles, but I went through 100 pounds of it. So anyways, I need another 50-pound bag. I won't even need that much. I just need a 1/2 bucket of thin set and I'll finish. I really only got a couple more rows of tile to do. I'll show you that in a little while. Anyways, you already know, Saturday morning, getting ready to get the workout in. I did the pre-workout with the Alpha Lion shit, which I think is nothing more than niacin. Let's get over to the storage unit. Let's get the workout knocked out, do the run, and get this day rolling. Good morning to you guys. Happy Saturday. Hope you have a good weekend and hope to make this something you enjoy checking out. I think the tide is, I can't tell if it's high tide or low tide, but let's check out Needle Beach real quick. See what that's hitting on this morning. Sure be curious to see my damn drone wash up out here, but even if it ever did, I'm sure somebody would grab that. Not even any sign of that damn thing. A propeller, anything. For all the times that we've come and checked this thing out, I've yet to see a needle yet. It's actually not so bad, right? Ever since we cleaned it up. Crazy. All right, to the workout. A mile 50, mile and a half into it, 16 minutes. First mile, 10 minutes, 30 something seconds. And getting into it. If I can make it through the first mile, for whatever reason, it gets a little bit easier after that. And literally get through the first little bit of running. Maybe like the first 40% of a mile. After that, it gets a hell of a lot easier. Good Lord. Somebody try to get the copper out of that. Boy, somebody try to sabotage this place. It's the courthouse too. Son of a gun. All right, continue on and share with you when I'm soaked. 2 miles, 2.53 miles. 0.3. 3/10 of a mile over 2.5. And did it in 27 minutes and 43 seconds. Crushed that shit. Once I started getting down to crunch time, I was at about 24, 25, 26 minutes. I said, man, I gotta be under 28 minutes. So 27 minutes and 43 seconds, goal accomplished. All right, here we are. I got pretty far with the towel yesterday, but I ran out of thin set. Like I said, 100 pounds of thin set weren't even enough. All right, so this is all I got left, is just what's gonna be basically underneath of the vanity. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun getting back into this. This kind of whooped my ass yesterday, just a little bit. Be a lot easier doing it from this way though, because I was boxing myself into a corner. So even if I did have enough thin set, well, I was still gonna end up reaching a spot where I just really couldn't do much else. And plus, by the time I was you know, done yesterday, man, I was hurting after this. Still going to be in a kind of a messed up situation here, so I'm going to have to work this the best I can. All right, from this particular towel, I do need to go I need to go that way and work out. I can't go any further this way because it's just going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, right there. Okay. All right, next. All right. What? Come on, man. Not bad, not bad. So I just finished doing that whole section right there, and what a bitch that was, just to be honest. Check out my little sliver piece that I had to put in right there. Yeah, just put it in. This will be dry tomorrow, and I can grout tomorrow. I hate having to do like one section and then trying to work another section and having to, man, that kind of sucks. My line got just a little wide right there on me. Just a little wide. But for the most part, pretty satisfied with the way that this came out. That was almost 150 pounds of thin set. But it looks really good, I think. I think I did okay. I was trying to make sure I did them on the third, and I think it's a third. Well, whatever it is, looks pretty damn good.